This is the Bible unlocked. The Gentiles cut off. Romans 11 verse 13. For I speak to you Gentiles, inasmuch as I am the apostle of the Gentiles, I magnify mine office. Paul is speaking to the Gentiles in this chapter. Gentile meaning someone from a non-Israelite heritage. So Paul says, I'm speaking to you Gentiles right now as he's going on in this epistle. Romans 11 verse 18. Boast not against the branches. Paul says to the Gentiles, you natural Gentiles, boast not against the branches. Don't get lifted up with pride against the natural branches. But if thou boast, thou bearest not the root, but the root thee. Because the children of Israel didn't come into your covenant. You came into the children of Israel's covenant. The covenant was given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the 12 tribes of Israel, not to Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and the Gentile nations. You coming into our tree, we're not coming into your tree. So he says, boast not against the natural branches. Don't get lifted up with pride, like a lot of you out there have done. Thou wilt say then, this is Paul about to give one of the realest prophecies in his epistles. Thou wilt say then, watch what he says that the Gentiles were going to say, and watch how it has been fulfilled in today's modern Christian church. The branches were broken off. The children of Israel were done away with, because that's who the branches are referring to in this chapter. The branches referring to the 12 tribes of Israel. The branches were broken off. The 12 tribes of Israel were done away, that I might be grafted in. So God can bring in me and the rest of my Gentile familia. Exactly what has happened. Now today, you don't even know who the children of Israel are. No one even talks about these people in the church. This is who the book is. The whole entire book is referencing these people, and nobody even knows who they are. Because the Gentiles have boasted against the natural branches. You've boasted against the natural branches. This is what Paul told you not to do. You always hear people leaving comments about the children of Israel were cut off. Now God engrafted in the Gentiles, and we're all God's people, and there's no more Jew or Greek. Just totally boasting against the natural branches. Well, because of unbelief, they were broken off. And thou standest by faith. Be not high-minded, but fear. Be not high-minded, but fear. You're supposed to be fearful and trembling with your position in regards to the Most High. Because he chopped off the natural branches, you're supposed to come into the fold and be fearful and be on your P's and Q's. Did the Gentiles do that? Absolutely not. They got high-minded and lifted up. You can see it all in the Christian doctrine today, or you can look at the comments that's going to be left by Gentiles in this video, and you can see the people are high-minded. For if God spared not the natural branches, for if God cut off the children of Israel from their own olive tree, if God did this to his own people, take heed lest he also spare not thee. You better beware that the Most High will cut you off even faster than he did his own people. And that's what you're going to find out in this message. You're supposed to beware lest the Most High cut you off as well. And boasting against the natural branches is one of the ways that's going to get most of you Gentiles cut off. Behold, therefore, the goodness and severity of God on them which fail, severity. On them, who's the them? It's talking about the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel that fell. Severity. That's what happened on us, the 12 tribes of Israel. Slavery, oppression, poverty. This is the severity that the Most High put on the children of Israel because we were in unbelief and didn't keep his commandments and wanted to follow the Gentile nations and do the customs of those of you people. But towards thee, goodness, if thou continue in his goodness. But towards thee, you Gentiles, if, see, here's the stipulation that they're not going to teach you in the churches. If you continue in his goodness. See, the Most High is dealing with conditional love and conditional covenants and a conditional agreement. If you continue in his goodness, that was the stipulation that the Most High gave through the Spirit, that Paul gave through the Spirit of the Most High to give to the Gentiles. He says you will be in his, you won't be cut off if you continued in his goodness. Now, did the Gentiles continue in his goodness? You were supposed to take the gospel in the authentic form and go and spread it throughout the world. While the children of Israel, while we fell and we served our captivity and our punishment, you were supposed to be taking the correct doctrine and spreading it throughout the four corners of the earth until we came to the fullness of our punishment and came back as the rulers of the earth. That's what the Gentiles were supposed to do. But instead, what'd you do? You took the customs of your forefathers, paganism, and you amalgamated it with the Bible. Then you went with war, conquering different countries and pushing the Roman Catholic doctrine on people that you've enslaved. That's what the Gentiles did. So are you following or continuing in his goodness? Absolutely not. That's why Paul says this. Otherwise, thou also shall be cut off. And that's what you're going to find out is going to happen to the Gentiles.